Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Season 3 North American Qualifiers. We are here on Riot Freak Stream, and we're going to be watching the replay between FXO as well as Team Marn. Both teams that we have covered here in the NA Season 3, and I believe this is round of 16.
Yeah, round of 16. Both teams are notable to actually try to make through the round of 8 to actually get to that little Season 3 qualifier championship kind of thing. Although FXO has talked a little bit saying that, this is going to be a good bracket for them to try to get through. While on the other side, Team Marn, relatively newer players per se, Echo and also onto Heartbeat. I mean, those two are the new stalwarts. Will they actually do anything goodness? We'll see if it comes into play and comes into fruition pretty soon.
Now, FXO did have a best of 3 a little bit earlier in the rounds, but they only got one game out of it. I believe it was Undergeared, and I want to say that was a Zingy's team?
No, Undergear was it was another team, but they had a forfeit. Is that correct?
Okay, so maybe it was heating up. That was a Zingy? Who was a Zingy?
Zingy, they're in the bracket. Falafel Gaming.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought he was up against FXO. But yeah, Undergeared, they unfortunately did forfeit out. So we only got to see one game of FXO. But of course, Team Marn, powerhouse team that they are. Claky D in there with Mega Zero. And Echo did some amazing work there as their mid as well. Mega Zero, that LoL player turned BLC champion for, I believe, 3 seasons in a row. And then he's come back to League of Legends looking for one of those top spots to be bait out by Riot. But before the timer does tick down here, Mr. Bird, what do we got for bans?
We do have a Nivea, Katarina, and Aurelia for the team of FXO, while on the other hand, Marn, Evelyn, Zin, and Bloodscreen going to be banned up for them. I'm liking the bans and picks from both teams, although the Evelyn and Zin show picks, interestingly enough, been banned out a lot more during the Season 3 qualifiers, just because Zin has been doing a lot more damage in jungle / top lane. And Evelyn, well, just the control is just so good. We're about to go into the picks really quickly, but Daydreaming on Nunu, Mumu on that 4-8, JRT, the Caitlyn, Navatar, Karthus, and Ensis for Olaf. On the other hand, Heartbeat on Ezreal, Mega Zero on the Ribbon, Claky D playing that drive in the 4th that he kind of really loves, Echo on the Ari, and Atomic N on the Sona.
So quickly, once again, Ezreal-Sona combo. I think one of the few times we've actually got to see a Riven in game, but at the same time, Caitlyn Nunu. So 2 powerhouse AD bottom lanes. Caitlyn Nunu in Season 3 is definitely being used more and more. It's really great early game pressure with the attack range of Caitlyn, with the trap, as well as the build-over control and the blood boil coming out from Nunu. Free ice balls, free consumes. It's kind of hard to steal away last hits from Nunu if he does get that consume ready to go. It's things like Baron, things like Dragon, but 2 powerhouse bot lane combos. We're going to have to see how they do match up, as we are going to get game number 1 rolling. It is a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, I'm very excited to see what FXO can bring to this.
Again, FXOpen is the great organization that is really world renowned about their whole business kind of side of analytics. They also have another esports team in the SC2 world, so you can kind of compare them to Zebu. They're not expensive, or they're not really into the whole esports scene, but they do have a really good SC2 team, and they are giving a pretty prominent League of Legends team as well, with JRT and FR8. They're doing some really good stuff, and we'll see if FXO can take this, or will, well, unfortunately, Marn be Marn and just kind of go in and win the hearts of many.
Yeah, Marn actually not on Team Marn. That confused a few people there on the day of, but I believe he's the manager and the coach is actually DJ Wade, or maybe that's the other way around, but still some solid names behind there. And FXO, as he said, more well-known in StarCraft world, but hey, if they can make this happen, it would be a good break into the League of Legends scene for them.
Yeah, I mean, they have a pretty solid lineup in the NA-wise. I mean, Navatar and Entis are 2 players that aren't really talked about a lot. They're really good in their respective roles, but the main focus of the team is really for the 3 players slash, well, a really great jungler for the team, and also JRT7. JRT, I mean, he's played for a few notable teams, and he's been a really good foundation base off of this, so we'll see what'll happen. Daydreaming's a really good support as well, known for some big plays that he does, and, well, there are a lot of fan favorites from a small amount of crowd, while on Team Marn, I mean, Marn, of course, is a really good player. Slash, well, he's supposedly a sub and founder of the game. I mean, founder of the team. So there you go with that. Yeah, so I was about to talk about level ones, but each team didn't want to go really on level one Jarvan and Amumu are really blue buff dependent junglers. So you don't really want to just kind of cancel yourself out by doing a failed invade and then putting yourself really behind.
Yeah, true enough. Especially Amumu. We've seen some teams actually invade upon Amumu's before, and it really does shut down their early game presence. And, you know, if you are going to be gambling with that Claky D jungle, yes, he will need that blue. But no lane swaps going around either. We've got Olaf heading top against that Riven. Both the blues are going to be picked up by both the junglers. Bot lanes, we do have Caitlyn Nunu actually going to be doing the golems down there. Curious to see if we actually took Ice Ball, if it's going to be a consume just to help that out. But they will have a small opportunity at a level 2 fight where their opponents are not so lucky. So we're going to have to see if we can capitalize on that. We almost saw that today, actually, in the Alien, where we had that small window of opportunity. They actually jumped in on it. So it is a valid strategy just to take those golems. By the time your jungle gets down there anyways, they would have respawned.
Yeah, and especially with well, just taking up the extra advantage, having that level 2 over level 1 is just ridiculously crucial to push up together. Daydreamin did actually take a flip ball first, so he helped out and just push at the or get the minions faster. So JRT right now is going to be up a little bit of experience, but Heartbeat will probably be able to catch up within moments time.
Now, key things again to notice at the difference: Caitlyn boots and pots, but Ezreal longsword and pots. We've been seeing this again more and more as a beginning opening gambit for the ADs as well as the top lanes, because they could combo into quick brutalizers or they could combo into quick vamp scepters, or as we saw today, quick phages as well. So longswords start with pots, definitely becoming more and more popular.
It's the opening slash the preferred opening for an AD carry per se, but now with, you know, just the utility of AD being a little bit less on the money, it's really good for, well, Riven now, who's going to be just pressuring with more damage once he goes back into the lane.
Alright, so Piltover's coming out, lots of auto attack. Top lane is going to be the first gank of the game. It's going to be landing on top of that Olaf. Ignite is going to be ticking down. Double flash coming out from Megazero as well as Claky D. And with that dash forward, we are going to grab the kill. Megazero going to be taking that one home with that longsword start. Good gank in by the Jarvan. Again, that's one of the problems with the Jarvan gank. With that banner, he has a lot of vertical space that he can actually then clear in a moment's notice, which means bam, he's on top of you, he gets that passive off, and all of a sudden you're slowed, you're damaged, and it's a 2v1 scenario that you just do not want to engage.
And with the Demacian standard, it acts as a kind of pseudo ward as well, giving you a little bit of vision. So not only does it give you that little leap advantage to get right back into closing the gap, but it also gives you a little bit of more sight advantage as well, which is also really funny. The Season 3 patch coming up right now, they're actually trying to fix that driver in the 4th workaround for his Q and E combo Dragon Strike into the Demacian standard. So if they fix it up even more, so maybe we'll see seeing a little bit more players playing Jarvan the 4th. I know Jarvan the 4th is a better mid laner per se right now, because a lot of people like the AD bruiser stuff, but yeah, maybe we'll be seeing Jarvan jungle a lot more.
Jarvan jungle, yeah, definitely popularized. I was really surprised one day when I found out that Darius jungle can actually work in some different setups. But yeah, Jarvan jungle, Claykity definitely likes that. We have seen, of course, the more Korean of the Jarvan in the mid, as you did say, and that actually works out really good against things like glass cannons like Karthus. But Jarvan right now is bottom lane, a little bit of exchange up top. Entus not going to grab the better of that deal, but Jarvan, come on down. He's going to find JRT. We got that trap going off. He's going to expertly avoid it. The slow, however, from his shield not going to be able to land, and JRT did blow out that flash, so a small victory here to Team Marn.
I want to say Clicky D, you just won my heart right over there. He Demacian standard over the tree tribush ward over there, or tree tribush area, to just go down into that little brush over there by river. Not being able to be seen by a river or a ward over there, that was just really next level play. And although yeah, he did miss out on Demacian standard because of the exhaust, it ran out 2 summoner spells for 1. I would say that's a successful gank in any time.
Mega Zero pushing up that top nicely. Look at the creeps in the top lane. 22 to 40. Riven, who hasn't even gone home yet with that 1 kill, still only has the longsword to her name, and she's absolutely pushing around Entis. No ignite there, but that would have been a for sure kill. Unfortunately, it was still down from the previous gank, but still lots of damage, and Olaf not having the best of times up top.
He actually had the advantage from the start until the gank actually came up to happen. He was like, I think 15 to 8 on the CS score, but now he's only picked up 10 more CS. So yeah, Riven's been doing some good stuff, and I think, did you hit a little lag?
Yeah, I think it did stutter a little bit. I'm at 640, 41, 42.
I'm a little bit ahead, so keep on.
Yeah, it's business as normal at this rate. I don't know why, but you always get a little bit ahead. I was actually doing with Rapid Transit the other day, and we were doing LOL replays. So, you know, we're in the game with the replays, but he could not keep up with me whatsoever. Not entirely too sure of the mechanics there, but it's just the reverse for me and you. But that's okay. 1-0, 500 gold difference. Nothing really too big, but look at what Riven's going to return to. Brutalizer, boots, and cloth armor on top of that. Interesting choice with the cloth armor. I guess she didn't have enough money for the health crystal, because that would have done a little bit better up against the lightning bolts, the reckless swings, but still a little bit of armor will help her on just those auto attacks, and in case I guess a Mumu comes up, not really. Flying damage is magic, so wow, she's gonna combo into probably Ninja Tabby. It's the only thing I got.
Yeah, probably, but the biggest thing is Riven has the advantage. I mean, early game Riven, all you want to do is just deal damage. Most of the time, sometimes not. Again, that little sneaky Demacia stand over there, pretty cute. But Riven, all you want to do is just build damage, and then you go build defensive a little bit later. Ninja Tabby is just to reduce, yeah, some of the auto attack damage, but it doesn't really do anything else over that. Like, truthfully, if she went Ionian boots, it would work out the same way for her to like really rock onto Entis. Entis is in a really bad position. Had to build into a chain vest, and actually she should be building into a philosopher's stone a little bit earlier. I don't know why he kind of delayed that, but he's gonna be down in gold pretty soon, almost by 1K.
Well, JRT and Daydreamin' bottom lane going to be picking up those golems yet again. Bottom lane, it's still Caitlyn looking alright for in terms of the farm. No kills on either side, but tier 2 boots and the Vamp Scepter versus Vamp Dorns in the tier 1. But of course we do have Blood Boil. Makes all the difference in the world for this attack speed and move speed to boot. So Ice Ball going out as well. Atomic's going to just have to eat that for now. And we have gone back to town with Nunu. He has a health crystal, no wards, so I guess he's fresh out of wards. But, you know, we haven't really seen early boots on Nunu players ever since we started this tournament, have we, Bird?
No, boots probably coming to about the 25-minute mark. I was actually trying to play this whole Nunu thing, try to do GRE style with 35-minute boots ones. I mean, I can resist, but 25 minutes in, still having Bubba, and it didn't have move speed quints as well. It's actually pretty decent, and it actually really works out well. So hopefully, we'll see if Nunu will actually not build boots. Clicky gonna be getting a pretty good gank over top lane right now.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that we didn't have any wards there, but there goes the Cataclysm. Entis just kind of stuck in the middle. Looks like he's going to be okay, but then out comes that banner, and Mega Zero able to take home the kill for a quick 2-0. Did have a bottom lane gank as well. We got 408 in and amongst the things, but does not look like he used any of the specials. Is still level 6, still has the Curse of the Sad Mummy ready to go, so I guess a little bit of a missed opportunity there. But since we do have Claykey top, could be good times for a Dragon. It does not look like we have interest from FXO.
No, the Blood Ball is going to be able to push down this lane turret, but 90 to 75, I think. Yeah, I don't know why FXO didn't really go for that Dragon. They would have been able in the prime to ready to go, but right now looking at the CS scores, 90 to 76 on the Ezreal to Caitlyn. It's a really big deal. 86 to 81 in the mid lane is pretty good too, but 48 to 42, 83 to 45 is a big notice. Of course, top lane. Really, Mega Zero is just holding its own as a Bloodline champion and as a player as well. Even going to the second tier top turret and pushing around this Olaf.
Yeah, if there's anything that Bloodline champions will teach you, it's how to read your opponent and how to gain the upper hand in that regard. Mega Zero definitely one of the best in the business for that. So a little bit of proxy farming for him. He's up to 83 creeps. You know, he's kind of leading the team. Actually, no, that's a lie. Ari actually leading the team, 91. Mid lane's been fairly quiet, if you think about it. Ari versus the Karthus. Karthus has already gone back, has himself the Cataclysm, but, sorry, not the Cataclysm.
Requiem?
Yeah, yeah, that. But Ari, she also has herself the Amp Tome and our Dorn Ring.
If it was an Antoon, that would be actually pretty nice too. Doran Ring also to boot, but Echo not getting a really good trade. Gonna get Navitar just for a little bit. Usually, Ari will win out that matchup against Karthus, but Karthus can play a really big control onto Ari, pretty much just hitting 1 or 2 Skittles on top of it while pain. It's just gonna deny Ari that assassination advantage. So yeah, that's gonna be unfortunate. We'll see what Ari can do about this, because Ari should be winning this out, and Karthus just getting free farm is like frogging getting free farm with 300 health or 300 minions in 25 minutes, and that's never a good time when you have that item advantage over in that mid lane.
Yeah, bringing up the frogging. Megazero still doing real good. Bottom lane though, both teams did go back to do a bit of a shopping spree. After the Vamp Scepter, it came out with a Phage on Ezreal, and that kind of did get nerfed into Season 3, but alright. First item, Phage after the Vamp Scepter. Now, will he go for the Quick Trinity, or we've been seeing more and more Bloodthirsters after a Phage, if we do go a Phage at all?
I mean, it could be either way. Ezreal could go Bloodthirster first, help push out the lanes. I mean, I think that's what Megazero and the team of Marn want to really do. So I feel like, yeah, Marcus is probably going to take out this top lane turret in about 2 minutes. They're praying for this over here for FXO. They want to defend that because Quick ET has been shown. And so Entis is going to get a chase to fun. Entis actually doesn't break away with that Ragnarok and makes, well, Megazero just stay up in top lane and be able to take the damage down onto the turret.
Yeah, bam, down it goes. First turret advantage going to Marn. In terms of the cash, we're about 2,500 up for Marn. And look at that, expertly timed blue steal. No blue for Karthus this round. That's going to be great for Echo. Should be able to land a lot more spam and just start really pushing that lane. But with Megazero now out of a lane as well, he's in a good spot to start farming. Riven ganks can be pretty powerful, especially when fed, and he does have that brutalizer ready to go.
Yeah, 2-0 plus the 112 CS. Probably going to be building into either Black Cleaver insta-buy or something else, but they're going to go try to ping out for this dragon. Karthus now in trouble. Mid lane actually really in trouble right now because of Riven and also under Ari.
And we got some pings top lane as well. Olaf kind of straying a little bit. He does have that Philo Stone and armor. No boots for him quite yet. Armor just trying to reduce the impact of that Riven, but Aramumu is going to be opening up with that, not only the Spirit Stone, but the Giant Spell as well.
I mean, maybe it's a decent kind of jungler to be building up tanky. I mean, you don't really need to build AP. Although if you're like a Zingy and you want to go ham on a lot of people, building the Abyssal Scepter, building DFG is really nice. But usually junglers for Mumu, they just build them really tanky, make sure that they get like a Sunfire Cape or something like that to give out more damage and dish out more damage. Really works out well. While they do see Marn take out that first dragon of the game in about 14 minutes.
Yep, 14 minutes. Should see the next one around the 20 mark, so that'll be a good landmark in terms of just checking out the progression of the items. The Giant's Belt coming out now as well for Olaf. Still haven't gotten back for Riven, but she will be farming up top. 50 creeps ahead of Olaf. She is absolutely on fire.
Yeah, Olaf is going to be in quite a bit of trouble really soon. I mean, yeah, he has a Giant Belt, and yeah, he does have the Chain Vest, but Riven Brutalizer should be building up to something soon. He should go back sometime within the next like minute or two, or maybe like -2 minutes or so. But hey, it doesn't really matter. If you can keep up the advantage, might as well keep it up now. And I finally think Riven's actually going to go back to base.
We'll have to keep an eye on her items. At the same time, Karthus has come back to lane as well. About to hit that 150 mark. Is taking the lead in terms of the creeps. It does have that 14-minute Rod of Ages, so good timing there. Should be full by the 24-minute mark as well. And yeah, who needs tier 2 boots? Doran's Blade on top of the Vamp Scepter, but actually finishing up the Cleaver as well. 15 minutes, and Riven is looking monstrous.
Yeah, we're gonna see Riven probably push down. I'm surprised that FXO didn't try to defend that bottom or middle turret so much more, but they did take down that bottom turret. But it's gonna be at the expense of JRT's life probably.
Yeah, Claky D down here as well. Cataclysm jumping onto JRT, forces out the flash. Banner going to come in with the crescendo on top of things. Atomic going to be able to help with that kill for Claky D. Echo down here as well, just going to be clearing out the wave. Not going to be able to grab a double. But that's 14 members of Marn at bottom lane, and they're making their presence known with a 3-0 score.
They're going to be pushing out this bottom turret, no problem, and probably going to be able to take it away because they don't have JRT to help out with the damage output on there. Really quickly, the Crescendo was really followed behind that Dynasty Standard into Dragon Strike, and right when that happened, Atomic flashed in, got the Crescendo on as well. Usually you see everyone kind of burst down, try to burst onto everything, onto the Caitlyn, but the only thing was Heartbeat didn't really follow up on that, so it was just J4 and Atomic really just basing it out. So probably the communication came between both of them, Claykey and Atomic doing a really good job making sure that they can secure that kill onto JRT.
Now we do got a ping in the jungle, and they'd be very right about that counter ping coming out as well, but still JRT in the bot lane just going to be pushing it back a bit, has himself that Bloodthirster about the 16-minute mark, so we've seen as early as 11 minutes for Bloodthirsters in this tournament, but say getting it in around the 15-16-minute mark, it's not all that expensive, and a decently farming AD should be able to hit those landmarks pretty easily. But I'm more curious about more of the old school build coming out from Ezreal, because after that phage, he is going to go straight into the Trinity Force.
Trinity Force is good enough damage. I mean, anything you really want to build on the AD carries right now is working out. Black Cleaver, Bloodthirster, Vinny Edge, Trinity Force, all good stuff. Yep. Great little stop push right there, wall paint to make sure that they could take down this middle turret, give some more gold back. Not only a 3k gold advantage for Marn, but going back to the fun Ezreal, I mean, the damage output that you get, the utility that you get with Trinity Force in general is really good. It's just a little bit more expensive, and that's why people have tended to stray away from it right now.
Picking up the Wolves, Navatar, 176 creeps. Checking out his boots. He does have the Sork boots. In terms of the other big items, we got the Ruby Sightstone now on our Nunu, but he does have boots, so much for 25-minute no boots, but still, go try it out, guys. It's pretty ridiculous how much money you do save. Still, tier 1 boots there. It's pretty much mirror builds between him and Sona as well. Sona does have that Philo Stone on top of things, and she does also have that assist, so she's going to be a little bit ahead in terms of everything for our Nunu. Nunu, absolutely nothing to his name. 1 creep, 0, 0, 0. In fact, 0, 0, 0 across majority of the board, because we're still looking for a kill here for Team FXO.
Yeah, FXOpen trying to see if they can capture something. The best engage that would probably happen from them would be Olaf going in, then Amumu coming up, following in with the Curse of Mummy, catching about 2 people, and then Navatar probably just jumping in and trying to get some good defile damage on top of, well, Skittles. But it's all dependent on what FXO wants to really do. Like, they want to push, and I mean, that's also a good, valid strategy. Although I don't think they want to do this because, 159, the damage output from Riven's really good. The damage output from Ahri and, well, J4 as well.
Yeah, talking about J4, in he goes. Curse of the Sad Moment going out. We got the Defile as well. Cataclysm as the counter. Claykey could be going down here. Echo, however, going to be grabbing the kill on top of Karthus. Requiem should be able to shut down Echo, but doesn't even get the chance. Double kill for Ahri, and 1 kill for the Viking as well. So by the end of all that, 2 for 2. I don't think we're going to be able to grab any more, as Daydreamin' is flashing red. So hey, gets yourself 2 kills on the board, 2 for 5 under the tower, showing signs of life here for FXO. They're not quite out of this yet, but I think they're looking for a little bit better of an engage.
Well, they were also, they caught out Ezreal 4v fighting right there, so Ezreal was pushing up top lane, getting some, well, actually not getting some creep kills, but he was just getting up there for some reason. And unfortunately for Not, that means, well, FXO had the advantage in the fighting, but only still traded off 2-2, so that's just a testament of kind of how far behind they are, but also a lot of it of the skill of Marn right now, doing some really good things, even though they get the tower dived upon by that Mumu.
Yeah, we do have 2 sets of Merc Treads, both Jarvan as well as Riven, and an interesting choice. I didn't actually expect a Warmogs to come out for Olaf. He did have the Giant's Boat as well as the Chain Vest, kind of expect him to go the route of Mumu for the double Sunfire, but hey, Warmogs, great regeneration, nice 1,000 health. Did change it here in Season 3. That'll let him have a decent health buffer to try to get into that back lane, because he is going to be solely responsible for trying to just jump in on top of Echo as well as Heartbeat in the back lane, so he does need as much health and armor as he can get. But hey, alright, that's going to be his choice. He still will have that chain, easily make it into another Sunfire later on. Could go into a Guardian, time will tell.
Double flash out right there. Mega Zero just showing his presence. Lots of damage coming out from him, so they don't want to really fight onto that. FXO, they're going to go defend this tower. No, they're not. They're going to leave it behind. And we're going to see if Echo wants to actually force the engage. I don't think he should because, yeah, Curse Summon coming up in about 15 seconds. They want to back away from this because, yeah, Curse Summon is a pretty good ability, supposedly on towers.
Well, Curse with Defile and Absolute Zero. I mean, that can really do a big chunk of your health. And then, of course, Blood Boil Nunu, Blood Boil Caitlyn in the back, just throwing around the ice balls, just poking people down. It is going to be, you know, really beneficial to FXO if they can land that kind of combo. Otherwise, if they just kind of stagger them like this, they're going to be at the mercy of the Cataclysm, the Foxfire Rush. Auri is going to have a lot of mobility. Of course, the counter with the Crescendo as well. So they really do got to kind of pick their battles at this point. 5-2 and down 6k. Yeah, they got to pick their battles.
They gotta pick their battles and also make sure that they can catch. If they can catch one or two of them really out of position, like Echo and Heartbeat on the front line by some reason, and they catch them, that'd be really good. But the thing is, yeah, Crescendo, like you said, driving the fourth with Cataclysm as well. There's a lot of zone out potential as well for the team of Marn. So Marn playing this pretty well right now. We'll see what'll happen in a little bit.
Ace in the hole going to come out just to try to poke down Ezreal. Is going to get blocked out by Clay KD. Didn't take too much damage because of the shield, and he does have himself an emblem on top of that. So yeah, he's going to be able to regen up real quick with the help of Atomic and a little bit of counter poke coming out now as well. So Marn, I think, might be trying to bait into a fight. We don't have that ace ready to go, but everything else, all the cooldowns have ticked ready.
Yeah, it's going to be a really hard fight coming into this really soon, and I feel like FXO can defend this, but they have to play it right. If they don't play it right, they're going to be in a really bad predicament. We do see, well, Marn just, you know, sitting out, chilling out right now over in this second tier territory, and top is going to be pushing, middle hasn't been pushing, so middle's actually pushing back, but top pushing, that means they're going to put pressure. FXOpen has to decide if they're going to have to send somebody over top, or if they're going to try to defend this turret with a 5v5 engage.
Yeah, I'm looking at that wave of red in the top lane, and yeah, FXO will have to make that choice. I think FXO is going to be fine in the mid, so very soon if Marn doesn't leave, they're going to have to make a choice as well, keep sieging or land all that passive damage, and it does look like they might break off here, maybe even just clear out the jungle. Dragon will be up in 3 minutes or so, and we do got some pings going down into the mid, so Ezreal going to be throwing out the True Shot. Barrage definitely going to commit to this retreat at this point. And alright, so a little bit of a stale siege.
Yeah, JOT tried to get caught off by Mega Zero, but great job by Karthus / Navatar, making sure that, well, this run doesn't actually get caught off. They're going to try to do this push again. I don't agree with it. I feel like they could use or utilize their time a little bit more by pushing out middle and pushing down top a little bit harder. But, I mean, it's already aggressively pushed out, so FXO has to worry about this bottom second turret right now.
Still an FXO party in the bot. Party in the bot lane. New Miley Cyrus song. #1 hit in League of Legends players.
Hold on, isn't Miley Cyrus in jail again?
Is she?
I think she's like in domestic trouble.
Was she in jail for the first time?
Miley Cyrus? Really?
Yeah. I know Lindsay Lohan keeps going back to jail.
Oh, sorry. Wrong person.
No, if you're gonna bash on a celebrity, bird, bash on the
Hold on. Miley Cyrus and Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, they're the same person, right? They have freckles. No. Yellow hair,
addicted
red
to
hair.
coke, the other's not. I mean, yeah, totally the right people. No, I think Miley Cyrus has party in the USA, party in the bot lane. Maybe that joke was too high pop for you.
Maybe, or it's more Canadian than anything, even though she is American, right?
Wouldn't know. Wouldn't know. Either way, let's not talk about her. Blue buff gonna get stolen out. Marn still keeping tabs on all the timers here and there. So I don't even think we have a buff to the name of FXO at this point. Could be wrong, but I'm fairly sure both red and blue were sniped out.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the FXO does not have control of anything in the jungle. I mean, it's determined by that because, you know, you don't have the second middle turret right there. So most of the times when you do transfer over in and out, you can't really control your own jungle. So Marn has just played it out perfectly as into that point. Daydreaming finally going to get the oracles to make some denial and vision. FXO face checking the Claky D, and nothing really happened from that.
I like how JRT waited the last possible second just to grab the ward kill, but I was going to mention that there are some pretty extended ward coverage going on for Team Marn, so if we were going to have any kind of Baron bait, we would be totally ready for it, but Daydreamin' with that Oracle has shut down pretty much the entire vision. I think that's going to be 100% of the wards if we can pick up that last one. Doesn't look like we can, but yeah, we've really destroyed a lot of the vision here for Team Marn. So if they are going to go through with this Baron, they're going to have to do it virtually blind.
FXO, yeah, they're having a bit of trouble trying to clear the wards and stuff like that, but yeah, they'll be fine. Claky D actually going to go engage in onto the Mumu. Yeah,
Mumu going to be the target there. Cataclysm going off Defile as well. Where's the Curse of the Sad Mummy? I think it just actually got used as well. And the Crescendo is going to be able to stop and let Echo pick up the double, the triple. Ezreal going to be grabbing one there as well. That's going to leave Karthus in zombie form with the Requiem to go down. Can he get the count off of Mega Zero? No, not nearly enough damage. And by the time all is done, 3 flash in red on the screen, but only 1 dead in the water. A 5-for-1 exchange, not what FXO wanted.
Saru coming out from FXO, really ballsy play from Claky D right there. Glues it in right on the Mumu, traps the Mumu, and also onto Karthus right over there. Flash it out of Cataclysm, make sure that Karthus can really do anything, and then after that, pretty much just saved out all the damage output so that Herpy and Echo could really go in the backline and destroy as much as they can. Great job by doing that. Unfortunately falling down because Requiem's a pretty good ability, but overall, smart play by Marn.
Just looking quickly at Echo, I mean, Echo did walk away with a triple there. Not only does she have the Abyssal, but she's had the Haunting Dice for a while, plus the Sword Boots on top of that. I mean, that by itself, I want to say is about 60 armor, magic armor, that you're going to be missing when she does go to town on top of you. And 60 magic armor. Taking a quick look at FXO, the only people with magic resist is Karthus with the Chalice, and then Nunu with the Merc Treads. Like, that's it.
Yeah, they're kind of falling out of control with that little point. Although I would have liked to see the ages probably from a Mumu or probably from Olaf, but you probably would see it more from Mumu. Just unfortunate, kind of building up to kind of solo queue-esque. I mean, Olaf with Warmog's really strong. Sunfire Arcade, double Sunfire Arcade would have been really strong with Olaf and Mumu though. So yeah, that's unfortunate they didn't really want to do that. Looking on Marn's side, damage output, Hex Drinker being built up by Ezreal, making sure he gets, well, save away from that damage output that Karthus is doing. Also getting the Bloodthirster as well. I mean, able to do a lot of things right now for Team Marn. FXO in a little bit of predicament, 10-3 on the kill score. Lots of gold going into Marn's favor.
Yeah, 10 grand. That's a decent number. Now, looking at Claky, after Claky did drop, I mean, he's had the Merc Treads for a while, but double Null Magics, and he already did have that Aegis ready to go. So I'm fairly sure one of those will go into the Runic. The other one probably just just for the short-term magic resist gain. I mean, Karthus, yeah, he's pretty much the only one with any kind of skills. 1, 2, and 2. In fact, actually, as I said, 1, 2, and 2 is pretty dominant round thing, but hey, he does die, he can still do damage, so they're going to be gearing up against him a decent bit. But, you know, Ari, again, with that 60 armor shred, she's basically doing true damage.
And I thought she was going to go build into a DFG, which would have been ridiculously more shred, but you wouldn't realize making sure that they can capture more of the players. That's true, they kind of need that, because JRT, I mean, not JRT, Claky D has been doing a really good job with the Cataclysm, but it's also because FXO has kind of put themselves in that bad position where they are all clumped up together.
Yeah, it's kind of like the reverse. The FXO wants them to clump up, but they're the ones actually getting herded in like sheep. Down goes the turrets, 6-3 for the turrets. I believe the 2 dragons and now the Baron on top of things. Navatar gonna get chunked down real low. Echo doing the amazing damages. There's the Cataclysm and Crescendo combo, shutting down the Curse of the Sad Mummy, and Daydreaming gonna be the last one to drop. I don't think Entis is gonna go down. He's just too tanky, but still the Rage Quit coming out from JRT as they do drop once more, 14-3. Marn, really excellent team mechanics, despite the fact that the Caitlyn Nunu lane was, really going to town in the bottom lane. Riven able to snowball top very nicely with the help of Claky D, and they're able to take game number 1 of this best of 3 series.
A lot of the plays were made by that clickety little bit of camper reach over at the top lane on the Mega Zero. Mega Zero really just honed it in, and then unfortunately for that, everything else just fell into place. The bottom lane, yes, they were having a hard time, but they really controlled it really well so that they didn't lose so much over in the bot.
Well, that's going to be game number 1, guys. FXO versus Marn, round of 16 in the Season 3 North American Qualifiers. Once again, big thanks to Riot Freak for doing the directed camera. I gotta say, his camera work's improved.
Directed camera work, camera is approved. Does that mean directed camera is a lot better than Freak's camera? That's unfortunate.
It's just a friendly joke, Bird. Don't read too much into it. Either way, they will have game number 2 ready to roll for us here, and we will be covering that. So the FourCourtJester with the L3 IRD. Bird is the word. The stream is the word, in fact. We will get you guys game number 2 in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.